8 pairs of socks. 7 things to wear on my legs. Okay, so I've done my clothes and shoes ready to go. Now look at all this box stuff. So there's towels under there already. Now I've got various things ready to go in the car, including a hairdryer and various things. We've got gas canisters and light bulb things, hula hoops. They have to go in, and other stuff, and mugs and cutlers. And I've already got my pans actually sorted. Pans. And then, well, hey, camping chair. And camping turbo. And then all of Ushma's stuff. I am so good because Ushma is having her braids done. And if it wasn't for me, then there would be no packing of her clothes. Here we are at the final supper. On the eve of the trip. This is the final night in civilization before we head over across the border to places unknown. Any final words, Rupesh, before we head out on the road tomorrow?
Hope we all return back in one piece.
Yeah. So yeah, Ushma is still at the braiding area, so we're packing up some food for her, and this is going to be mine. So here we go. We'll see you on the road. It is 7:09 on the day of the voyage. Pretty much packed now. Ushma has done some extra packing at some point. I don't know how early she must have woken up. When did you get up this morning?
10:30.
Oh my goodness. And what time did you get in last night?
1 o'clock.
That was one heck of a braiding session.
12 hours non-stop with no break.
I don't know how your stylist is still alive. We did a lunch stop at some services or whatever. Alright, it was a Cornish pasty, okay? I know you all wanted to know what I ate. I did supplement that with some sandwiches that I had pre-prepared and put in the car, so that's all good. All of that is dispatched. There's a strange pothole along the route, which made my car panic and tell me that the tyre pressures were now wrong. I looked at the tyre and the tyre looks normal, but I don't like it because it's giving me a warning light. Yeah. Anyway, 1 hour and 40 to go until Glasgow.
This is... I can't believe this.
Yeah, so out of pure chance, we managed to get the better room. We sent Smriti and Rupesh off to the secondary room. And we have something that's quite nice. La 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 la. Shoo-ba-da-ba-doo. Shoo-ba-da-ba-doo. Very good. Come on. Bridge. Glaswegian Bridge, Glaswegian water. And other stuff. What do you think of this bridge, Ushma?
Not impressive.
No. No. We need more than just a bridge.
I mean, where is Scotland?
What should Scotland have?
Edinburgh. Everywhere.
Damn it, we took the wrong turn.
I know.
50-50 chance and we took the wrong one.
Edinburgh when we come back. Return back. I'll try to book a hotel in Edinburgh. If we have a space, we're going to Edinburgh.
Epic cone.
Gusto ba ako tisigal na hera?
Wish me just got pooed on.
I don't like simplicity. I don't want to come back here.
Epic architecture. Glasgow City Chambers. Epic, 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 epic. Epic and sizable. Fantastically cool. Totally epic. And a little bit more epic. Oh, yep, very good. Excellent, fantastically cool. And we're done. This Momo here is perhaps the best one I've ever had. It is an example of a steamed fried Momo. So it has this fantastic exterior of this crispy outside Momo. The interior is really nice and firm. Some of them can be a bit too fatty, a bit too watery, not enough substance. This one has proper firm contents. And the skin is just brilliant. It's soft on the inside, crispy on the outside. Excellent texture. Very good Momo. Heading to breakfast. Such a long corridor. That just keeps going. We had to walk a long way to get to our room, and then it's us that distance again to carry on. I've not even been that far. Who knows what's at the edge of that corridor? So the three of us are heading to breakfast. Rupesh has had some toilet difficulties and has now vowed to not eat ever again. So it's a typical sort of breakfast. The difference is we have smoked salmon and smoked mackerel, which is pretty cool. And some yogurt pot and smoothie. Not bad. Right, so we did breakfast. And now we're heading back upstairs. Although they might use the lift. Oh no, we're gonna use the stairs. So our WhatsApp group chat is named Hanti Haru, which roughly translates to "we who eat bountifully," and that is a true statement. Crikey. They had smoked salmon. Smoked salmon of 2 varieties. So yeah. We're here at Cameron House, which is one of those golf resort lodges places. Perhaps a little bit like the Cali Palace. So yeah, they've got some water and some grass cutters and some golf players. So many boats. So many boats. And jet skis. Boats and jet skis. So many boats along the jetty. And here I am at the end of that jetty. Check this out. Marinated chicken out the back of a car. That is fantastic. Tent is alive. And we've just had a spot of lunch. At about 4 o'clock. quick little epic look at the epic campsite border. We are right next to a lake. I'm not sure which lake. It could be even the Lamondian Loch itself. Who knows? Anyway, we're off for a hike. So we just did a trail, which was okay, but it was a bit obscured by various trees and things, so we never really got that much of a view of the lake. But you can sort of see it now. They look like little fried something and dumplings almost. Yeah, it's been very cloudy all day and very humid, and the midges are out. So I'm coated in repellent. So that's that. So we'll be heading back for barbecued chicken now. This is an authentic camping Scottish experience. We've got umbrella cover. This really, really experience, and here we have marinated chicken barbecue. That is a well-populated barbecue right there. We've got a bit of chapati there.
Look at my beard.
Yeah, yeah. Whoa, she's got a sidearm right there. She has a concealed weapon, whilst also doing dual umbrella control. And there is the barbecuer man himself, fully clad. I have just had a shower and probably didn't need one.
Oh my god. Come on, get inside.
Okay, I'm in. Whoa.
I'll take that one umbrella.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on umbrella duty, bye.
Oh my god.
Okay, so dinner is over and done with. Some things to learn from. You're gonna close that from the outside. Ventilation has its charms, but when there is rain, ventilation becomes rainvelation, which is very bad. And we still have quite a bit of water on this part of the tent. We're going to be in there, so we have got a tent within a tent, which is great. This is sort of the communal area, which we have just eaten in, which is cool. Got a bit of a light there, and another light there, just in case we'd need it. So we've got our entry point there. I'm going to be at the far side there, which is conveniently located next to the zip in case I feel like I need to escape. I have some water just here. You know, I do get thirsty. It's going to be a bit snug, but it'll be fine. In fact, because it's actually turned chilly now, the four bodies together will help with that. We do, of course, have a quilt and that, so that'll be okay. It is a bit chilly now, actually, and very wet. It's been raining a lot. It is really nice, though, being able to open up this little extra awning section thingy and just having that wonderfully fresh air powering through. I mean, that's something I've been really, really wanting, is just that feeling of freshness, immediate freshness. So yeah, we're probably going to be bedding down in a bit. They're all out brushing teeth, showering, or whatever it is they're doing. I'm going to be brushing teeth soon, and then we'll be getting in there and tackling the first night of camping. The first night of the holiday was very easy because it was in a luxurious hotel. Tonight, we'll be doing it the orthodox way. Only the morning will tell how successful we've been. There we go. Tomorrow, we're off to Oban and to take a ferry onto Isle of Mull and then come back to Oban and spend the night in Oban in the tent once again. From everyone here at Loch Lomond, sleep well. And so concludes the first night in the tent. It is 7:15 in the morning, and Ushmar's been awake for a while already. doing boss duties outside. Repression Smitty is still in there. I'm starting to get up. And the midges are already in this part of the tent. And I've been told that they are at an all-time high outside. But it's time for me to get my sandals on and go and get dressed. So let's see if we can do that. Let's see how much of me remains. Oh, they are here already. I can feel them. Let's see how much of me gets eaten on the way. You can see I've got maximum coverage to protect against those who wish to eat me. Gonna have some cereal. And then we're gonna pack this very, very wet tent up. It was raining. I fell asleep to the wonderful ambiance of the pitter-patter of heavy rain. So yeah, we're gonna pack the wet tent up and head off to Oban. It would be remiss of me to not document just how beautiful this place is, particularly in the early morning. This is the closest I've actually seen it. I've actually come up to the waterline before the breakfast begins and we're heading off to the next destination. But at the moment it's pretty calm. And as I arose from the tent, Ushma was sitting just on one of these benches that were just here. Possibly that one. Just right next to our campsite. As she had got up quite a bit earlier and was performing legend boss duties. As is typical for her type. So that's it. Now you can't have a camping or a caravanning trip without a multi-pack of Kellogg's cereals. Oh man, I haven't eaten these since the old caravanning days. Oh, which should it be? Cocoa Pops, Crispies, cornflakes, or a mixture of all of them? Castle on the Isle of Mull. Just came in on the ferry, which took about an hour, and that was quite fun. And the roads here are pretty cool. Well, well, well. Whitey, greeny, bluey, whitey, violety. Colourful houses, colourful houses. Colours in the hedge. I like the violet one at the end. We have just put this tent up in very quick time. It is already past 10 o'clock, but because we're in the far north, we are still shined upon. It has been a truly stunning day. The weather has just been shum. Yeah, anyway, there we are. We are going to be slightly slanty tonight because I think the thinking was that the opening was going to face the view in the morning. So we're going to be a little bit slanty, sleeping wise, but that's okay. There we go, just putting in the final peg, and we're done.
कहना है कि आज जो दिल में बसे काश ये रात यूं ही थम जाए सितारों की छाँव में हम रहे चांदनी को गले लगाए आँखों में सपनों की एक दुनिया पल पल यादों में तेरा साया खामोशी से बातें तू कर धड़कनों का है ये फसाना कहना है कि कह दो जरा दिल में जो भी राज छुपा ख्वाबों की नगरी में खो गए दिल से दिल का रिश्ता जुड़ा
And so concludes night 2 of camping. Ugh, it is so dewy out here now, and it's the dewy mornings where the midges come out, and they're just hanging outside of our tent. They're just waiting for us. I've come a few meters away from the tent, and they're not that bad over here. They're just by the door. Oh, they're so small and bitey. I got into the tent in order to sleep at 11:45, and as appears to be the custom, we woke up at 7:15 again. Today we're off to the Isle of Skye. That's a big drive. Breakfast time on day 4 in Oban. So we are just sort of essential at the minute. We're actually going to be walking along the pier in just a second and possibly going to see a castle. And then we'll be off to Skye. I have a full Scottish breakfast coming. Now, I think this is interesting and worth pointing out because as you can see here from the graphic style of these placemats, these are AI generated images. So Where a few years ago you would have seen maybe silly drawings of something like this. Now these are all prompts. For example, somebody may have typed in a Highland cow wearing a beret with some Scotch whiskey, smoking a cigar, or a Highland cow playing the bagpipes in front of a castle, or a Highland cow with colours and reading the newspaper on the toilet. It's interesting how the paraphernalia is also moving with the AI times. This is pretty good. Up on one of the higher streets of Oban, it's very pretty. Look at that big ass wafer that is right in the middle of your ice cream. Boats and jetties and cruise, or possibly a ferry, like we took yesterday. Check the property prices, and an isolated extended cabin in the woods was 360,000. So not mega bucks, but prices are pretty high here. So yes, we're off to see another castle. We are in the ring of stone. You can see, look at that view of the harbour. And the train, actually, train tracks. Just thought I'd show you this as well. Just found this nice little quieter road off the beaten track, and it pays to just have a little snoop around because just inconspicuously, well, there's the hedge and then a gap right at the top of the road for that mega view. There you go. I'm glad you could be here with me to see this. Stopped on the side of the road for some improvised noodle kitchen, which Ishmael has knocked up here. We've got some eggy chicken flavour noodles just at the side of the road, because why not? I've been driving on the Isle of Skye for probably about an hour. It's a big isle. So we're off to Dunvegan for our first camping spot on the island. It's a hearty breeze. So here we are at our campsite at the Isle of Skye near Dunvegan. And we've done an excellent job of doing the tent, which was up in no time. The fastest we've ever done it. I knew we'd get good at it as the trip went on. And we've got this really nice vista to look at. And there's no midges. And it's good weather. And we've got some beers and we've got meat enough for 100 people. The road over here was pretty fun. We were in sport modes in the cars, making our ladies very angry. But it was a very fun place to drive. Dante.
I'm not sure if it's completely done, William.
Could I test a piece? Check.
al dente. And it's a couple of more minutes. I told you it need 12 minutes. Not listening to the expert.
It was like this all night. Wow. We've got an air pocket. We're just sort of escaping now, which is good because we did have to get up anyway. But, what? The wind has got underneath the tent. Okay, I've got the coat on. And this is me escaping from the falling down building. Wow. I am impressed that it's survived as much as it has. It's still sort of structural. Wow. It wasn't as bad as that all night. But, my goodness. Look at the shape! Cloudy, foggy, foggy, cloudy, foggy, cloudy. Cloudy, windy, rainy. Windy, rainy, cloudy, foggy. Okay. Well, we got the tent down, and that was quite a mission. Pumping all the air out of it. It was very, very windy when we were doing it. Pegs and all that sort of stuff in super duper wind. Ushma was orchestrating the disassembly, taking the boss position as usual, which is good. We need her for that. It was a rough night, wasn't it?
Yeah. The wind was dramatic. I barely slept. You want one more? Not
No.
many? Yeah?
No.
I'll take it.
I don't know.
I need to... Let's go.
My breakfast was 4 cherries, 2 shortbread, and 5 crisps. We are about to head into the civilized world to find proper breakfast momentarily. But it's a good feeling having all the tent packed away and all that sort of stuff, and that having that night behind us. We only have 1 night left of camping, and then it'll be hotel and home. So, yeah, 1 more soggy night, and then all of this will be done. This is the ferry bridge. where you can dunk your head in the water for 7 seconds and remain eternally youthful. That's some proper Scotch weather. I already ate that one. It tasted of slime and sea. They're okay. And this one is sort of like a ready meal from Waitrose.
Sets wins. Simple and fun.
Last night of camping, guys.
Have you ever wanted to
Thoughts from everybody?
Yay.
friends?
Sister?
I can't wait to finish it.
We survived last night.
I really hope we survive.
Well, the wind doesn't feel as bad this time. Last night was rough. We were attacked by a snoring animal. Okay. Who came into the tent and scared us to death. And it was a ridiculous wind, which I've already captured, and it was very wet. And Ushma didn't sleep at all.
It's going to be worse this evening.
That's the spirit. And we're in bed earlier this time. It's generally been about 11 or 12. We've let a couple of midges in, apparently. You know, just to be so hospitable. And we're going to play cards until...
We'll play goldfish.
Exactly, until the evening is done. So yeah, back to hotels tomorrow. And that's going to be very welcome. It is 6:53 on Friday, and it is horrible outside. Cold and blizzardous rain and mega winds, which seems to be the fashion. But our tent stood firm again last night. We had positioned it so that it was longitudinal with the wind, so we didn't have any major keeling. Yeah, I just want to have some breakfast and get on the road to Edinburgh. Packing the tent up was an absolute operation. Yeah. Total rain. But the four of us worked very well. And then we had to uproot the tent with the pegs still in and then drag it like a downed soldier to the camper's hut, where thankfully some helpful camper already in the hut opened the door for us, and we were able to sort of get the tent through the door somehow. And then we could get the pegs out and fold the tent up and do the rest in there with some shelter. But it was a travail to get all the bedclothes out and all that stuff to get them over to the car, which was not that close. It wasn't that far, but it wasn't next to the tent, I can tell you that. So, there you go. I have come to the end of my tolerance of the whole tenting business. For now. There will be another time in the future. Shortly we will be departing for Edinburgh, and we'll be at a hotel. And that'll be easier. I'm just going to stay in the car now. Ushma's getting hot drinks at the reception. I'm staying here. You know, I'm not doing any pre-drive wheeze or anything like that. I'm comfortable enough. I am no longer an Arctic animal. So, there you go. After our travails at Skye, we've been upgraded to something quite nice at the Hotel Indigo in Edinburgh. We had quite a luxurious car park as well. Best one we've been. And here we are. one of the lower bedrooms, which really is rather good. On the way, we stopped at this very odd cafe, which looked like it was sort of like some sort of village hall that had been converted. And now we're here with excellent contrast. Excellent contrast. We've got a bath. I am getting in that bath in no time at all. So that's your bag. Heading out for Nepalese food at 7.
See the drinks menu. Nepali beer dolania.
And this brings us to a conclusion of our Scottish trip. A beach on the coast, going down the A1. As we have done before. Nice little bit of sandy wateriness. Yeah, I bet it is. But you got in, and that's the important thing.
Just look at the change of the colour of the
Yeah.
water.